Hello students, this is Dr. Praveen Tripathi and with me is the legend himself, Dr. Vivek Jain sir.
Hello friends, how are you?
So students, this live session is primarily to discuss a strategy for the January 2026 exam. Yesterday the results were announced and some of you have passed of course. Unfortunately, some of you could not clear it and it's very important that we move in a planned way towards the January FMG exam. So students, we are going to follow a template here. Let us explain first what our plan is and then later on we will take questions. Our experience has been that if we start taking questions in between, it kind of disturbs the flow. So
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir.
So July 2025 exam, the results were announced yesterday. Vivek sir, unfortunately the pass percentage dropped from 29% to around 20%.
Yes, sir. Last time it was exactly 28.86.
Yeah.
So very big drop.
Sir, one thing is very clear that FMG exam is getting tougher and tougher over the years. It is becoming more clinical.
Yes.
Gone are the days when they would give single line questions.
True, sir.
Now even if they are giving PYQs, they are twisting it in such a way that unless you have some deeper knowledge,
Yes,
it would not be possible to answer those questions. So Vivek sir, this is an important point.
Yes, sir. Conceptual learning is the way to go. Shortcuts will not work now. You have enough time for the next exam. You are having 6 months with you. Please do not rely on shortcuts. Use revision courses for revision only. Build upon your good base. Build upon your concepts right now.
Yeah, so earlier we used to have these books where students would just memorize everything and the exam would get cleared. Those days are gone. We have to have some conceptual understanding if we want to do good in the exams. So this is not going to work anymore. Also students, it is very clear that a certain number of questions would remain factual. And if you are reading a fact today, 6 months from now or months from today, it is as new as it is as good as a new topic for you or a new fact for you. So until unless we have multiple revisions and until unless we have revisions right at the end of your preparation, you would find it difficult to remember the questions, especially the factual questions. Vivek sir, concepts plus facts.
Yes.
We cannot underestimate the importance of either of them.
Absolutely, sir. The exam is designed like that. We have to align according to the exam questions only. Yes.
And again, sir, you remember 4 years back, 5 years back, students would just leave certain subjects.
Yes, sir. I remember students used to leave anesthesia. I'm covering anesthesia and pharmacology. That is sufficient. No, friends. Anesthesia is a separate subject. All subjects should be given due importance. Please remember.
So you can't leave short subjects and you can't think that if you do patho, physio, pharma or medicine is taken care of. Doesn't work like that anymore. So you can't leave any subject. What about PYQs, Vivek sir?
Yes, sir. PYQs, yes, they do come. Your preparation has to have a good solid base of PYQs, but yes, they are being reformulated. This time I realized, talking with the students, that they were getting confused between two choices in most of the questions. So that means examiner is also thinking logically that how I can twist the question.
So gone are the days when examiners had the luxury of opening the older books, picking a question and giving to the NB. They don't accept it anymore. So even examiners have to put some effort, they have to make some changes, and that is why, as Vivek sir said, sir, not only in the FMG exam, in the recently conducted NEET PG exam, students, when they saw the paper, they were very happy that I know this question.
Yes.
But when it came to the marking the answer, there were always two options which were confusing them. And MCQ solving skills, of course, finally you have to answer the MCQs. No matter how well you do in theory, until unless you learn how to apply that theory, you would not get that question correct. So MCQ solving skills need to become better. Vivek sir, our Telegram group was full of messages from students who perform very well.
Yes.
But I want to go into the specifics. What made Mission 200 Plus so successful? What are the lessons that we can draw from the exam?
Yes.
So, sir, I want you to speak about this thing. I think yesterday you were interviewing students. I was interviewing students. Almost everybody talked about this, sir.
Yes, sir. Friends, structured approach matters. Most of the students were of the view, if I sit on my own, maybe I will not be able to study for so long. But once you are sitting with a teacher deep into the night, and teacher is teaching you continuously live face to face online, and he is also addressing your doubts and queries at the same time, I think nothing could get better than this. Online, I think this is the revolution that mission classes have brought. So structured approach, all the subjects are given due importance in terms of duration and content, and that is sufficient. Plus, as sir mentioned, without revisions, no course is complete. So we have kept multiple labs of revision just for you, so that you are fully prepared before you enter the examination hall.
So we'll tell you more about the labs, but there are 3 labs, which means the initial teaching session or initial teaching segment followed by one revision, followed by another revision. This, students, I think, and we think, is pretty important. Until unless we revise in the last couple of days, you'll have a tough time remembering the facts in the examination hall. Sir was saying that it was kind of a revolution when the live online started, and see, we are not trying to make tall claims. It is as simple as that. That if I'm sitting with you online live, you are more likely to continue with my 5-hour class. If I give you a video of 3 hours, some of you may be able to complete it, others would get distracted, there may be procrastination. So live online class plays a very important role in creating the discipline. And a good kind of FOMO also, Vivek sir. A lot of students say that, that thought is in my mind that if I do not complete the class of today, tomorrow I will have another class and there will be a backlog.
Yes,
so
sir.
I got it a good FOMO.
Absolutely, sir. There should be no piling on. Please stick to the course, stick to the structure, and just follow the course religiously.
We have already said that concepts along with facts are important, and that is what we were doing in Mission 200 plus, building concepts, because you cannot remember everything. See, if there are 100 facts, maybe 60 of them you can deduce if you have good concepts. Now your brain has limited capacity. You cannot remember everything. So you have to ensure that your brain is free. The space is free for those 40 facts, and these 60 facts is something that you are able to recall or reproduce in the exam on the basis of your conceptual learning. So this is extremely important. Vivek sir, every student talks about late night PYQs. What exactly is it? Why is it helping so much?
Yes, sir. Medical students have a tendency that they want to go to the bed late in the night, satisfied with what they have done in the day. So this is the concept that was introduced by Cerebellum, that before you go to bed, we are giving you late night PYQ sessions in the app itself, where you come, solve, see the mistakes that you are doing, try to work upon your weaknesses. And by the time, in fact, you will be surprised that all the students we interviewed, they mentioned they attended, they had gone through 100% of the late night PYQ sessions. So that means it is the thing you have to do. There is no shortcut to this. It will help you build a very good memory. Like we say in swimming, there should be muscle memory. This memory should stay with you till the last minute of the exam.
Right. And add to that the discipline that it brings. If you have a test every day, right before you go to bed, and if you solve it every day, after a few days you get into that habit. Yesterday, sir, I was interviewing a student and she was saying that after some time it was like if she was not doing these late night PYQs, it was as if something was missing. So, and that's a great thing. If you start getting that feeling of something being amiss, it means you have developed good discipline. Vivek sir, another thing that students talk very highly of is ENDs. So what exactly are ENDs?
Friends, in lab 1 also we have examination and discussion after each subject. Like suppose PSM you get for 6 days. On 7th day there will be examination and discussion to be prepared by the faculty himself or herself. So those questions would be based not just on your PYQs but PYTs, and they will test what you have learned in this subject also. And it is going to be a live session. Not just those questions we are going to discuss, but we are trying to cover actually the whole course in that session, addressing all your doubts also.
So not only the theory part, but how to use that theory to solve MCQs is what ENDs entails. Marathons, we have different marathons. We have a separate marathon for FMG. What exactly is it? We said in the last 10-15 days, we want you to remember everything, revise everything. And that exactly is what is done in marathon. Those 80-90 hours, all the subjects are covered in live session, so that by the time you enter the examination hall, you remember everything. It is fresh in your mind. Vivek sir, there has been a lot of effort to keep the GTs relevant. What do we mean by that, sir?
The relevant is we don't want to bombard you with difficult questions. I don't want to impress you. I want you to actually feel a real exam like simulation exercise. When you go for a GT, you know, okay, this is how the actual exam is going to come. And many of the students we interviewed, they mentioned that GTs of Cerebellum closely simulated the actual FMG exam. In fact, if you go through their interviews, you will realize if someone was saying in GTs, I was scoring around 185 to 190 score. Actual FMG also he has scored 195 to 200 only. So this is something that we have to stick to, right?
So it's important to have GTs which are separate. right? I mean, it's easy for us to create a single GT and ask everybody to take it, but we have different GTs for FMG because the exam is a bit different. And as sir very brightly said, we are trying to simulate it as much as possible. This is perhaps the line that I say the most time and again. I keep saying it. And the good thing about the mission program is it has been designed in such a way that we take the preparation to last day. This year, Vivek sir and GRG sir ensured that we create a last day class, the final class. 1 day or 2 days before the exam, one more class, 2.5 hours, just to ensure that there would be ups and downs in your preparation. But if something is happening in the app, if there is a structure, you always have that option of coming back into that rhythm. And I think that has been the biggest achievement of mission program, sir.
Absolutely, sir. What we are doing is, this is the whole course we are teaching in mission. Then revision, it becomes lesser. Next revision lab, it becomes lesser. Till the exam, we make sure that you are doing continuous revision, sitting with each faculty live.
And all of that is in sync. I mean, when you do revise, it does not feel like new. All right. So there are 3 schedules, 3 labs in Mission 200 plus schedule. Lab 1 is detailed live online classes. Different subjects are given different number of days. Like sir subject has been given 6 days.
Yes, sir.
6 days. And along with that, test and discussion. Bigger subjects 7, 8 days like medicine. Shorter subjects like psychiatry 2 days or 3 days. PSM 6 days. Pharma patho 5 days. So these are covered in live online classes, and then there is a test and discussion to complete that subject. Lab 2 again revision classes. Thankfully the exam has been announced on January 17th, which is giving us enough days. So we are also adding revision classes in lab 2, and of course the tests and discussions would again be done. And then the lab 3 is of course the marathon, those 80-90 hours in which the entire course is revised so that everything stays in your brain fresh. Add to that GTs. GTs will happen every now and then, and late night PYQs would be a part of all the labs. In the lab 1, they are subject wise. Once you have gained some knowledge, once you have developed some confidence, in the lab 2 it becomes mixed bag.
In fact, sir, if students go through the interviews that we have taken for the students this time, you'll be surprised to see one common thing. All students mentioned, I attended 100% of sessions in lab 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So that is something very useful you have to follow.
Right. Now this is the schedule. All right. So some of you are already a part of Mission 200 plus. The classes are ongoing, and we are starting a new batch from 19th of August by Vivek sir himself. See, these classes are going to be the same for all the batches of Mission 200 plus. The current students, the students who are currently enrolled, will also have these classes. Those who are joining new will also have these classes. Then what is the difference? Once we are done with OBG2, with which the course of batch 1 will get finished, the classes that were done before PSM, all of them will be repeated. Right? So all these classes have already been taken, but we will repeat them again so that those of you who are joining now also get access to all the 19 subjects in the live manner. So let's look a bit closely on the schedule. So PSM starts on 19th, on 20th continues. Then in between we have a shorter subject, and then PSM again continues. So overall PSM gets how many? 1, 2, 6 days. 6 days and 1 day for test and discussion. Shorter subject like dermatology gets 2 days. And as I said, bigger subjects more days, shorter subject less days. Then what is the timing of these classes?
So usually all these classes, we know students, the best time for medical students to study is the evening time. So we are going to start 5:30 p.m. daily live in the app itself. You have to be there.
All right, and they usually continue till 10:30, sometimes 11.
Absolutely.
But we are not taking any guarantees for Dr. Dilip. He continues till 12 sometimes, but mostly students would continue until 10:30 or so. So on 26th October, it gets over. Then for the next 1 month, the students who are already following Mission 200 plus, they get almost 25 days to complete their backlogs when we are doing the repeat classes. And those who are joining us now, these classes you have to attend for the first time. So basically, if you are starting today also, or if you are starting by 19th, all 19 classes would be again taken live along with the ENDs. Now we have reached around 23rd of November. We are like 2 months away from the exam. Now we'll start the lab 2. Now these are revision classes. These are revision classes, 1 day or 2 day, and again tests and discussions for all the subjects. This is going to continue for around 45 days. Vivek sir, if somebody is listening to your lecture on 19th of August in the evening, Now you will go live again on 20th of August, 5:30 p.m. What is the student supposed to do in the daytime?
So daytime, there are two things. Many students like to revise
Right.
what they have done the previous day.
Right.
In case something has been missed, that backlog you have to cover then and there itself if possible. Right? Also make it a habit to practice questions. This time many students mentioned that they were going through QBank and custom modules also during the lab 1 itself. So if possible, please do.
Yeah, so in double inverted commas, if possible. Otherwise, your late night PYQs and these ENDs are usually more than enough to take care of your MCQ practice. See, we don't want to overwhelm you. As sir said, some of the students told me also that they used to do these PYQs, MCQs. Others are following only ENDs and LN PYQs. Lab 2 becomes interesting. Almost all the students told me, sir, that in the evening, if they had anatomy revision, in the daytime, they would revise some other subject.
Absolutely.
So what they did in the lab 2, they ensured 2 revisions. One with the teacher,
Yes.
other themselves.
Yes. So this is taking care of the multiple revisions I was talking of. So you have to stick to this structured schedule.
Lab 2 will get finished somewhere around 31st of December or 1st of Jan. We are still left with 16 days and then we will start with Marathon FMG. In those 14-15 days, again, all the subjects would be revised, again online, again live, so that by the time you reach your examination hall, at least 3 or 4 or 2 revisions are done. And all this while, latent PYQs, GTs would continue. Alright, so when you take Mission 200 Plus program, we have talked only about the live classes till now. First of all, in case you miss any of these live lectures, what happens is the next day by say afternoon or say 12 o'clock, they are uploaded in the app. Some students were telling me that rather than watching the lectures live, they would see them the next day in a recorded manner. That's a perfectly fine approach provided you have that kind of discipline. Live, I believe, brings more discipline than anything. So you can take both the approaches, but I think all of us would recommend that if you can watch these videos live.
In fact, you miss any video live, you can definitely go to the recorded video and please complete it.
But when you take Mission 200 program, you also get access to all the recorded content, main videos, rapid revision or quick revision videos, QBank, GTs, BTR, everything is a part of it. Alright, Vivek said some important questions. Now we are into the 5th batch of Mission 200 Plus.
Absolutely.
We started 2.5 years back, sir.
Yes.
Is Mission 200 Plus enough, sir?
Yes, sir. I can say with 100% confident, it is more than enough. It is more than enough. If talk to the students who have cleared the exam, they will tell you that you are covering 100% of the course in lab 1. You are going through ENDs twice. You are revising with the faculty in lab 2 again. Then in lab 3 marathon, you are revising again. Late night PYQs you are doing. GTs continuously will help you monitor your progress throughout the course. And then nothing else is required because this is the maximum time you will get and this is the maximum output we can deliver.
So the optimal content problem has been solved by Mission. In the beginning of the preparation, some students feel that is this too less? Some students feel this is too much. How would I revise? The whole idea is to hit the bullseye by providing optimal content, something which is not less, which is not too much, which can be revised. And Mission 200 Plus has solved that problem. And again, this is not for us to say. I mean, you can talk to your seniors, you can watch interviews. Everybody said the same thing, that I blindly trusted Mission 200 Plus. And today, even we are confident to say that you can blindly trust it. It will take you through. Sir, say somebody had studied some subject from another platform. How should they integrate? If I may answer, we say that there are 2 approaches. If you're super confident in that subject, say you did any subject from XYZ platform, you are super confident in it, you are able to answer all the questions, you can revise it from there only. Fair enough. But still do the test and discussion part. Still do the late night PYQs part. And if you are not confident, in that case, we would advise that just follow the live lectures. See, the content is anyways going to be very similar. Almost every teacher teaches a similar thing. But here, the structure that you get, it is going to provide you with a definite advantage. Sir, do you agree with this?
Absolutely. I'll add in, even if you are confident in a given subject from another platform, attend the marathon session in the end also along with ENDs and late night.
At least lab 2 and marathon you should.
Marathon will help you summarize everything in a very concise and a high-yielding.
Sir, unfortunately, 80% of the students could not pass the exam. Many of them are stuck in 130s, 140s, and they ask how to improve. So whenever I have a detailed discussion with these students, what I find is they are still following the older methods of preparation, trying to memorize everything, trying to read those books again and again. In most of them, what is lacking is concepts. And students, we say that revise the same thing again and again, but there has to be some depth to your preparation. If you are stuck in 130s, 140s, my bet is most likely your concepts are weak. Second possibility is you did not do MCQ enough. You did not practice MCQs enough. Before we can suggest you what needs to be done, you have to think yourself, what exactly is it that is stopping you from crossing that 150? Concepts are weak, MCQs you did not do enough, PYQs you did not have a strong hold on. Did you become too anxious in the exam? Probably because you were not taking enough GTs. You'll have to find the reason for you. My experience says most of the students have the problem of concepts. Some have the problem of anxiety. For this, follow mission classes. For this, take multiple GTs. For this, do END, then LN, late night PYQs, right? And I think, sir, do you want to add something?
No, sir, just same thing again. I'll repeat. In case you feel some subjects are weaker, please lay more on them. Please practice more questions. Try to convert your weakness into strength. We have a human tendency. We like to keep on reading the subjects we like. Don't try to become master of PSM or psychiatry. Try to be jack of all the 19 subjects. I think that is going to help you more in cracking the exam easily.
And sir said a very important thing, all subjects, right? You cannot leave any subject. Some students leave anatomy, it's too tough. Arey, question to aayega exam mein na bhai, right? And then some of the questions are very simple. You should not be missing any simple question of any subject. Those low hanging fruits जो सबसे simple है, उसको तो छोड़ नहीं सकते. I am doing internship. Is it possible to crack the exam with internship? This is something that even I find fascinating. Yesterday, sir, I took 5 interviews, all of them first day. And all of them started preparing with their internship. There were students who were in China or different countries. They told me that the timings were not matching with the live classes, so they would focus on the recorded mission classes. But most of them were doing internship. And they also told me that some of them were posted in wards where they would tell their attending or the consultants that we have an exam, and they were even allowed to go back to their rooms earlier. So it is 100% possible. In fact, you are fresh with your knowledge, medical knowledge from your graduation. So adding on to it, it becomes easier. In fact, sometimes when you prepare with internship, you actually carry that advantage because everything is fresh in your head. So 100% yes, and there are so many people who have proven that.
Yes, sir. Your energy levels are high. Utilize it to the maximum.
Sir, I'm scared of taking GTs.
See, friends, getting scared is a normal thing, but GTs you have to take. Otherwise, how will you monitor your own progress? See, teachers are teaching, we are interacting, we are trying to solve your doubts, you are giving your 100%. But ultimately, it's a MCQ based exam. You don't have to show knowledge to examiners. Ultimately, you have to attempt the MCQ correctly also. So please give all the GTs regularly with a serious frame of mind. Prepare for each GT. Also try to analyze GT on the same day. Mark your take a note of all your wrong answers that you attempted. It shouldn't go wrong again. Maybe make a one-liner in a separate copy or something. But idea is GT should be used continuously to improve your performance. Also, it will help you identify your weak areas. And now you can focus on those subjects, subtopics or some other.
And add to that, you also learn how to handle pressure. When you appear for GTs, you have that rehearsal of how would you feel in the real exam. And as sir mentioned that it is not just for your monitoring of progress, but GTs would consist of 200 very important questions or 300 very important questions. So you are also getting exposed to very important questions. The mistakes that you make in GT, you are unlikely to repeat them in the actual exam. So make as many mistakes as possible in GTs so that the same thing does not go wrong in the real exam.
Sir, many students keep on waiting. Let me finish the course, finish the course. Don't wait, friends. Medicine course is never going to finish in your life. But at least keep on attempting GT side by side. Keep on preparing for the actual exam.
There's it's a cliche that the best time to take a GT was yesterday.
Yes.
The second best time is today. It does not matter whether you have done even a single subject or not. Have a baseline score, na? And don't say that I'll get disheartened and I'll get pressurized. It is a baseline score. Now you have a framework from where you can gauge your improvement. Which notes to follow along with Mission 200 Plus? So the answer is very clear. We would highly recommend you to follow the quick revision notes. Although we also provide the unannotated PDFs along with the class. But if you have these notes, you can also write on the top of it, add whatever you learn. So they become your final go-to source for revision. So that is what we would strongly advise. Some of you prefer using PDFs, that is okay, but this is our suggestion. Use quick revision notes. Sir, your class is starting on 19th of August and we still have 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th and also 14th half night or half, say 10 hours left. Sir, what should we do?
Don't waste even a single minute. I would recommend, students have mentioned that a single day wasted, it leads to piling on. So please first don't waste anything at all. And sir, you right now.
So even if you join today, the pediatrics class is ongoing, right? You can start with the pediatrics. The pediatrics class would again be repeated at the end of the lab 1. But why waste these 4 days? Start your preparation, right? And anyways, anybody who joins from 19th will get access to all the 19 subjects. So by the time 19th comes, you would have already covered one subject. Why waste it? So many of you are already a part of Cerebellum. If you're not a part of Cerebellum, go to the website cerebellumacademy.com. Go to the plans. There you would find the plan for FMG. And there you would find Mission 200 plus FMG December 25 and beyond. Just subscribe to it. So this is from our side. So now we can take some questions and see what the students are asking. We will start reading questions from now. So if you have asked something in the past, a couple of minutes back, please rewrite your question.
The same thing. Sir, I got 141 in first attempt and 143 in second attempt. Now I don't know what to do next.
So, what's the name of the student, sir?
So, it's Netflix.
So, सबसे पहले तो Netflix हटाओ, है ना? If your name is Netflix movies, probably we know what is going wrong. देखो, please remember, see, entrance examination requires sacrifice. That's a fact, right? During those 6 months, during that 1 year, whether it's NEET PG, FMG, INI-CET, sacrifices will have to be made. And you cannot have a work-life balance during the preparation period. For the rest of your life, have a work-life balance. But the preparation period means that you have to let go of everything else and study. If you are getting stuck at the same score in 2 different exams, I want to ask you, what is the most likely mistake that you are making? Again, are your concepts weak? Are you trying to remember the same? Are you going for rote memory again and again? Are you not doing MCQs? Are you not taking GTs? Are you not ensuring that you revise at least twice or thrice before going to the exam? One of these would be true for you. Fix it. Doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different outcome, it's not being smart, right? So identify your mistake and fix it and change the username.
Sir, it is Dr. Huzefa. So Dr. Huzefa, for next 5.5 months, you have to be in a zone like sir has mentioned. Please give 100%, forget everything else. Easily you will cross 200.
And Huzefa, change your name to Cerebellum student or mission student. 20 marks extra for that.
All labs we will have like previous batch or not, Dr. Humble, humbly we are sharing, absolutely it's going to be same. Rather we'll try to undercommit and over deliver. You stick with the structured plan. We will make sure that multiple revisions are done and you enter the examination hall with a right frame of mind and high degree of confidence.
Gaurav is saying at least 50 questions like midday modules in NEET PG. Gaurav, see, it is very easy for us to give you midday modules. There's a reason why we are not giving it. NEET PG students are getting 1 year for preparation. FMG students are getting 6 months for preparation. In those 6 months, we have to complete the course and revise it as well, right? Midday module, which are basically questions picked from the QBank, is not the best utilization of time in the last 6 months. If somebody is in final year, 3rd year, 4th year, please do midday modules like anything. But not in the end. Still, if you want to do it, you can just switch from the FMG to NEET PG course and you will have access to everything. We don't restrict students, but as a teacher, taking into account the number of hours available, I would not advise it.
Sir, many students are mentioning I am stuck at 147, 149, 145, what to do? Friends, you are right there, but please remember, start from scratch. I know 147 or 149, easily you will crack the exam next time, but you have to stay on course, remind yourself that I have to breach that barrier. So just stick to the structured schedule, identify your weak areas, weak subject, weak topics, work more on them, discuss with the faculty and attend 100% of the sessions. 200 is an easy thing to achieve in FMG based on the results of last 5 sessions.
Saransh is here. I think Saransh is the same student who got 219 marks. I interviewed him yesterday. He's saying, guys, just stick with teachers and their plan. That's it. Don't doubt at all. Yes, Saransh, that's what he did. I think his interview is live now. And I agree with him. बहुत दिमाग मत लगाओ. Follow the schedule. It is more than enough. Roshali Ghosh is saying, sir, should we solve the QBank as well? Roshali, at this stage, no. If you're preparing for the January 26 exam, because the questions are well taken care of in LNP PYQs as well as ENDs. But if you're preparing for July 26 and beyond, then definitely you should do QBanks.
Sir, Dr. Gaurav Saini is saying, I am totally relying on Cerebellum for questions and everything. Don't worry, we won't let you down. Trust, have blind faith on Cerebellum.
Shubham is saying my result is 145. I have done all GTs and tests. I got 185 to 190. What to do? Shubham, again, where did you go wrong? What went wrong in the exam is what you have to identify first. Did you make silly mistakes? Did you become too anxious? Did you make mistakes in the conceptual question? See, the solution depends upon the cause. Identify the cause first.
Sir, Dr. Abdullah is saying I can't study more than 5 hours daily. Dr. Abdullah, what I'll suggest is those 4 to 5 hours give to mission classes. Because when you are solving questions, then you will be in a different frame of mind. It will be slightly easier for you, I feel. So utilize those 4-5 hours well and try to give other time to revision of notes and to practice MCQs as much as possible.
Right. Okay. Ragnar, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. After taking live class, shall we revise the class in daytime? Or taking live classes is enough to do? We get to revise also in live classes. No. So if you have done the live class tonight, in the morning, the next day, just go through your notes, and that will help you with the revision. You don't have to watch the lecture again if you have seen it live, but go through the notes again. That will help you consolidate the information, and it's a revision for you.
Sir, Dr. Dhanateja is asking, is it possible to pass without attending online classes?
Rather using the recorded ones. Yeah. So again, many students are doing it. They prefer not to watch the live class, but the recording of the class that goes into the app next day. That is perfectly fine, but still you have to follow the schedule of all the 3 labs. That you must do. I mean, if you're talking about the recorded videos like main and quick revision videos, again, you can do it. But see, Mission 200 Plus is specifically for FMG examination. Completely focus on FMG examination. It's better to, use the resource which is completely aligned with the exam.
So Dr. Khushbu is mentioning, I got confused in options and I got 135. Dr. Khushbu, if you are getting confused in options, what is the way out? You tell. You will have to practice more questions. Identify the subjects where you are getting more confused. Attend the mission classes properly. Practice more questions. Revise your notes multiple times. Attend again revision classes in lab 2 and then in marathon in lab 3. Don't miss any END. Don't miss any END.
Gaurav Saini is saying my biggest problem is I can't review GTs. How to tackle that? Gaurav, you are not alone. This had been a problem. Students used to take 2 days, 3 days to review GTs. That is why from now onwards, all the GTs in Cerebellum are having those crisp video explanations, 60 seconds to 90 seconds per question. So you don't have to read the text, just listen to that explanation, short explanation, and you can review a GT in less than 3 hours.
So Dr. Rahul Kumar is asking, which is better, using workbooks or quick revision notes? Which is better?
Personally, I feel, and the feedback is also that quick revision notes are better, especially for the FMG students, because the course is more closer to the quick revision. Kiran is saying, sir, it was my first attempt and I got only 2 months to prepare. Now I am confused. What strategy should I follow to clear the exam? Kiran, just follow Mission 200 Plus. You don't need to do anything else. Just follow it blindly. And if you put enough hard work, you would be through.
Sir, Dr. Rohit is saying 140 days is enough to crack FMG. Yes, we can say with 100% confidence. Students have shown this in the results of last 5 FMG exams. The course Mission 200 Plus has been designed in such a way that you are going through the subjects comprehensively and giving multiple revisions with a exhaustive practice of questions. What else do we need? We will not allow you to waste even a single day in your preparation. 140 is more than enough.
Preksha Chaudhary is saying, are annotated PDFs enough for the exam? Preksha, no. See, until unless you watch the video, the PDF would not make sense. And many times what we write in the PDF is closely linked to a concept that we have taught. So this reading PDFs only is never a good approach. Not for any exam. All right. I think we have answered this. We have answered this also, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dr. SD saying, sir, should I give GT from now? But 5 subjects are just completed now. Dr. SD, even if you have completed only 1 subject, you should take a GT. It's the baseline GT. See, GT is not only to assess your performance, it is also a preparation tool. Understand that in GTs only those questions are given which are very important. So when you take the GT, you're not only seeing how good are you, but you're also preparing very high yield content. So yes, take GT today.
And also I'll add one more thing. If you are getting lesser marks in initial GT, don't worry. Prepare well and keep on giving GTs. Your marks will keep on improving.
Mirza Ashraf is saying, sir, for revision, this annotated PDF will be better live mission one. I think he's saying whether it is better to revise with the live class or annotated PDF. See, the good thing is both of them are completely in sync. You would not find them as different resources. You can sit in the live class, keep the PDF in front of you, and it would be enough for you.
Dr. Manya is saying, I got 130s marks in 130s, having a really hard time focusing and a lot of negative thoughts. Sir, this is, I think, a normal thing. Friends, please realize this exam usually comes with 10, 20 or 30% pass rate only. The best thing is you have now the time in front of you. We are giving you a structured plan in mission program. Utilize it well. Stick to the course, stick to the faculty, and just keep on doing this subject, multiple revisions, practice of questions. I'm sure next time you'll easily breach the barrier and you'll actually get more than 200. Many students were able to get this time also.
And Manya, if you're having other symptoms also, like you're having sleep disturbance, appetite disturbance, not feeling like doing anything, it would not be a bad idea to get yourself evaluated. Sometimes because of the stress now, we also develop depressive or anxiety symptoms. So if they are not significant, it's okay. But if they are becoming clinical, then probably some kind of help would be nice. Dr. Abdullah, myself Abdullah, sir, if I buy a plan of Cerebellum, what else will we get apart from rapid videos? Video of PYQ and PYT are available. Yeah, everything. Mission plan will comes with everything in the app. Is this us? Rohit is saying, sir, so all that is required is mission classes plus PYQ plus GT enough, and at which month first course should be over? Rohit, I think you joined later, but I've already given the schedule of the lab 1, lab 2 and lab 3. Just follow the schedule. Just follow that structure. You don't have to make your own timetables because we have taken care of that. Just follow the schedule and it will be more than enough.
And in mission classes, PYQ plus GT, please add lab 2, lab 3 revisions that we are doing along with you.
We have taken care of this question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, quick revision notes will be in sync with live classes for the majority of the part. Yes, sometimes you will see that some additional information is being given to you. You can just add it to your notes.
So Dr. Khushbu has promised live only that I promise this time I will get more than 200 marks.
Very nice. We hope that you keep your promise, and we would like to meet you in the Cerebellum hum event after you have cracked the exam, and then we will take a treat from you.
Sir, how to get focus 5 months? Dr. Rohan, just start the mission program. Focus will automatically come when you will see thousands of students are preparing alongside you and they are following the structured program religiously.
Dr. T. Navjan Kumar is saying, good evening, sir. Is it good to be working and preparing for exams simultaneously? Not really. I mean, I always say that if you're preparing for an exam like FMGE or NEET PG, it should be your best shot, right? So until unless you have something which is unavoidable, it is better to focus on studies alone. See, even if you go to your workplace for 4 hours, by the time you're back, you're tired, you want to take some rest, and something must have happened in the workplace, your brain is occupied with that. All of this does not go well with the preparation. So there are students who cannot avoid it. In that case, it's understandable. They'll have to work extra hard. But if you can avoid it, which appears to be the case because you're asking this question, I would advise that study exclusively.
Yes, Dr. Gaurav is targeting 230 plus. It is very much possible, friends. In fact, in one of the interviews, a student mentioned that he had predicted he will get 208 at the start of the mission program. He actually scored 207. So that is doable. Yes.
I think we have answered most of the questions, students. See, we understand that a lot of you are stuck in 130s, 140s. And I would again advise you the same thing. Let us try to go to the root cause of what is preventing your progress. Have your concepts solid, do good practice of MCQs, develop a strong hold on PYQs, but most importantly, follow the structure. The reason why Mission 200 Plus is so successful is not only because of its content. Content, there's no problem of content anymore. The biggest advantage of Mission 200 Plus is its structure. The fact that it is live, the fact that there are multiple revisions, the fact that MCQ solving has been integrated, the fact that GTs are pretty similar to the exam, the fact that GTs are made specifically for FMG exam, lectures are given specifically for FMG exam. Just follow all of that. If you follow all these things, the chances that you would be on the other side are extremely high, right? So I think that is what you have to do. What are your final comments, Vivek sir?
Just stick to the structured program. This has been designed based on our experiences of last 5 FMG exams also, friends. Students have delivered based on this. Listen to their interviews, watch the videos, attend all the live sessions. Don't miss even a single late night PYQ session, GT or mock test. No one can stop you from clearing the exam.
Students, we started with the mission programs first with the FMG. Mission 200 Plus was the first live program to come out of Cerebellum. For NEET PG, we started later. And from that first batch to this 5th batch, the number of students have increased by 20-fold, right? So from 1x to 20x. There's a reason why there's this exponential increase in the number of students. It is only because the program works, the program delivers. And again, we don't have to say it. Your seniors say it all the time. So have trust. This is more than enough. Just follow the structure and it would be more than enough to crack the exam. Thank you.
Yes.
All the best.